What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction. Today I'll be reacting to the first couple episodes of A Witch in Mongolia, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I probably should look this up beforehand. I'm usually pretty decent at geography, but I've actually got no idea where Mongolia is. I guess I can actually look that up real quick. I assume it's like near Africa? Asia? I don't know. Mongolia. East Asia, okay. I don't really know an awful lot about Mongolia, to be honest with you. Yeah, in East Asia, near China, just above Nepal. Yeah, I know very little. I mean, from the sounds of it, it kind of sounds a bit desert-like, but that's literally just me judging it based off its name. How much you can get off a country's name, who knows? Think of Iran, maybe you think of people running. Iran. Okay, so it's just below Russia, apparently. What the hell is this map? What the fuck? But yeah, I really don't know much about the place. I don't know much about the show either. I assume it's about a witch in Mongolia. The reason I picked this up is because it is by Science Sari, who have done a lot of really good projects. I usually really like their production, and their style of things is really cool. It's not like Trigger, but it kind of reminds me of how I like kind of Trigger's kind of style of how they do things. And I pretty much watch anything they come out with. Quite similarly to Science Sari, I pretty much jack at anything that looks half decent from them. So here I am. Sorry for the very long intro. We will get right into it. But I'm a really big fan of recent anime. It's not a current kind of trend, but I don't know if I can call it a current trend. But it does feel like in recent years there's been many more kind of longer initial kind of episodes. They've either been like addition like lengthier than usual, or there's been multiple episodes kind of dropping at once, and I'm a really big fan of that. I think it's really beneficial that you give us more to start with. It's worked for a lot of my favourite shows that have come out in recent years. So I love to see that, actually. And yeah, we've got 2 episodes today, of course. She made the whole continent her plaything, did she? I mean, yeah, look at the style here. Very unique. As I was saying, it feels like in recent years we've been having many more kind of series drop with like 2, 3, 4 episodes at the start, or have like extended length episodes. That's that soundtrack they use in every Hollywood movie to depict the desert setting. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. And then you hear the locusts, the orange filter. Yeah, I love the style already. Reminds me a little bit of Osama Ranking. Not exactly the same, but like stylistically reminds me a little bit of that show, which I absolutely adore. I love Osama Ranking. Eastern Iran. Oh, I suppose I did speak about Iran earlier. Iran. All that is in the heavens and all that is in the earth. Goat's heads there. Lovely. You know what? This really reminds me of fucking Osama Ranking. At this point, I wouldn't be shocked if it was the same author. I'll have to look into it after this episode. It is very similar. Maybe I'm going crazy. But that girl. Lady Fatima. This woman looks right out of Osama Rankin. So what are we doing here? So are we buying like a slave? Or are we just looking for like a housemate here? I don't really. I think we're buying a slave. Yeah. Half price. That's a fucking drop and a half. You got to take this one with you as well. So just have her for a little while. Not forever. Okay. Well, she is cute. So why is this such a... I'm going to pause now. So I'm going to look up now about the whole Osama ranking author, this being the same, because it just the vibe of this, it feels similar. Um, what's this called? Jaadugar. Very weird name. But yeah, the point I wanted to pause and stop and make was like, I wouldn't say it's joyous, but why was this such a like non-negative slave trade, right? Why was this shown in any kind of positive light? We're literally trading lives right here. Okay, here we go. Adaptation from uh, Tomato Soup is the author. Tomato Soup. What a name. Tomato fucking Soup. So they're not the author of Osama Ranking. Interesting. Again, stylistically, it really feels very similar. Really similar. I can't believe that. Uh, yeah, they're not the same person. I mean, maybe Tomato Soup is like a pen name, and it is the same author. But I mean, I can't imagine someone's real name is fucking Tomato Soup. Maybe there's somebody out there that, yeah, I don't know. Let's change their name to that. But I can't believe that's not the case, because these give me very similar vibes in terms of art style, but also like, I know we're only a couple minutes in, but in terms of just like how the characters are as well. Maybe some of the same staff that worked on the Osama ranking anime are also working on this, perhaps. But yeah, obviously tone wise, that was a bit odd that was like such a nice quote unquote slave trade. A bit weird. I guess that's how things are in this time period and where they are, I guess. Seeking knowledge is Muslim, huh? I don't really know too much about the Quran or Muslims, honestly. I won't know much about this anime in general, it seems like. Very, I mean, anime is Japanese. I mean, a lot of the time you see very Japanese stuff. So this should be really intriguing in terms of learning about like a different culture. Seems like that's all she can do. Have that cute smile. Fair enough. Honestly, as I said, the style is very charming. Oh no. It's kind of funny because she kind of looks like she's got a beard. That woman, doesn't it? I know that's just her hair, like pushed up, but it looks like she's got like a bit of a beard. Where was this lady from? Why is there some random white lady here? That is awful, isn't it? When you stop to think about that, just because I mean, it sounds like her mother was a slave as well. But you're literally like sorry to pause you again, but as with people that are born into a life of luxury and riches, and seemingly this kid here born into a family that can afford a lot of slaves and this big fucking this huge place. It's so sad how you can be born into slavery for the rest of your life. That's just your life. You were just born into, yeah, just be a slave for the rest of your life. Like, what kind of life is that? You like not even have an opportunity to have any kind of freedom. Very sad to think about, isn't it? As I said, it's very tonally quite odd, isn't it? This show very depressing to like actually think about, but like again, the tone of it is quite light here. Very odd. Pretty sure what to make of that so far. Again, I'm really enjoying the charming style of it, but I'm a bit at odds with the tone at the minute. What do you do that for? what is this? Some kind of genius perception right here? It's pretty obvious now. Some kind of prophet. I think I get what he's trying to say here. Maybe she should stay here and try learning, actually. But yeah, what this white woman is so out of place. Some random like German woman here. Do you know what that reminds me of? She reminds me of that guy stuck between that Indian guy that Norwegian Indian guy. That's like stuck between borders. The old head shake. That's what this woman reminds me of. But yeah, I was kind of talking about earlier. I can't say I've ever seen an anime kind of set in a setting like this. Okay, so that confirms that is not a beard. Also, the hands are quite funny in this show, aren't they? Not a woman's hair. He seems like yeah. I mean, as he kind of said there, seems like a kid very desperate to grow up. But I feel like I was like that. You just want to be older. You want to be able to do things you can't do now. But then when you get to that age, you're like, oh, I kind of wish you made more of your youth. That's very respectable. I can imagine him getting in trouble for saying something like that. But that is very respectable. So that's a very interesting sky, isn't it? Style of the show really is something. A donkey. I'm not going to ride the donkey. Ever. Really? Ever. Kind of sad. 8 years later. Damn. That means she's aged 8 years. No chance. Doesn't look like she's ages a day. Oh, I know. Itadakimashita. Agreeable. All of me. Are they constellations? I've definitely heard that word. The Ptolemy. That is recognize that from Yu-Gi-Oh! Funnily enough. A lot of my knowledge on a lot of cultural things comes from Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually. He's done that earlier this episode. That's what I pointed out. Well, I imagine this time period that would seem impossible. Clearly. That'd be nice. You aren't people. Yes, you are. Oh, but it's incredible mindset, that isn't it? We aren't people. I mean, it kind of reminds me of something I'm reading right now in Umineko. It's like the pieces are like furniture. They regard themselves as furniture rather than the scholars. What language are they speaking there? Oh shit! I love these. Oh shit! Is this Queen Bee? I think. I love their anime songs. Obviously the first one that comes to mind is Fire Force, but I love their work on Undead Unluck as well. I fucking love that artist. Yeah, what language is this? No idea. As I said earlier, I have no idea about a lot of this area of like the world. Um, I can't recognize this whatsoever. But yeah, really good first episode. I will say, as I said a couple of times, like the tone of this, I find really intriguing. I mean, one of the perfect examples was the scene just here. So like carefree and like tonally like nice, and then you just get stuff like this where it's like, no, we're not human beings. We are property owned by these people. We have no future. Our fate is set in stone for the time being. It's like incredibly dark, but it's yeah, I don't know. But yeah, really good start. Again, the start is incredible, but I can't wait to listen to this. I love this artist. They're just so fucking good. You can usually tell their show's pretty damn good if they've got this artist working with them as well. I can't lie. They only ever seem to do really good shows. Or one that I forget about, Dororo as well, which I haven't watched, but I've watched the opening and ending of that show. Really good there as well. Mit Studio. Is that the henna they were talking about? I've seen henna before, but I've seen it very in a very different style, not just solid red. Okay, do you know what? I can't wait to hear the full version of that. The roses that bloom in sapphire. So yeah, I think I was watching. As I said a couple of times, I really have like little to no knowledge about anything in regards to these Muslim people, this area of the world, their customs and such. So this is going to be a wildly different thing from pretty much anything I've seen in anime. I don't think I've ever seen an anime cover much of or any of this kind of area of things whatsoever. So should be really interesting. But yeah, can't wait to hear the full version of that song there. As I said, some of my favorite anime songs ever by Queen Bee. So and definitely probably the best song that any of the new shows. I mean, I haven't watched. I mean, I've only watched like a couple, but best song by far of any of the new shows this season, that's for sure. But yeah, really impressive premiere. Again, the style was really charismatic, and the character designs just the aura and the charmingness of it is really really good. I really enjoyed that aspect. But again, tonally, I do find like a bit of a conflict inside of me. Just, like I almost feel bad for enjoying it because of when I actually deep think about it a bit more deeply, it is incredibly like wrong, and I don't agree with it. So it's like it's tonally questioning in that sense, which a lot of the best movies and shows and such do make you feel like they do make you kind of question why you're. It's one of the as a massive horror fan, it's one of the best things of recent horror movies of recent years. That a lot of horror movies have this kind of thing now where they do make you like, oh, I'm really enjoying this, but why am I enjoying someone getting like yeah in this horror movie? They really like start to make you think about it, and I've got the same thing going on here. So maybe that's like a bit of the genius of the show in a way. But yeah, really good start. Great setup here. As I said, I'm really not too knowledgeable about all this stuff, so this is going to be a massive kind of learning experience for me as well. But yeah, really charming. And we have got a second episode, so we'll get straight into that. Let me know what you guys thought about that first one though, as I do get the second one up here. Seems like this next episode might be a bit action focused with this with these nomads kind of invading. So it might be a more brutal, kind of darker tone of episode than this one, perhaps. But yeah, we'll get the timer started and we'll get right into it. Again, really impressive start. Even for Science Saru with their like different styles and such, this is a very different style. And I mean, I'm just godsmacked. This is not by the same author as Osama Ranking. I was sure there would be. I'm also kind of wondering about the witch thing in the title. Like, is there actually going to be like supernatural stuff going on here? Or is this witch in like the old fashioned sense, where it's like on a witch hunt and witches don't actually exist? 3 days down there, huh? Yeah, I was going to say, this seems like a bit of a very happy, nice farewell, considering what's going on. Would this not be a little bit scary? Oh, I hate dates and raisins. I like grapes. I really can't stand raisins, dates, and shit. God knows how many times I've bit into like a bit of bread and realised it's got raisins in and just like, no. I mean, most of the time I'll just pick them out, but yeah, sometimes there's too many. I don't think she means it that way. It's kind of sad. The first episode, they literally mentioned that she'll never see him again. So you are. We know what you're getting at here. Pretty sure. But as I said, I mean, it was kind of already slightly spoiled that that's never going to happen, right? Pomegranate, I think. I'm not sure what that symbolizes. Again, is it not kind of sad that we already know that that's never going to happen? Are you sure? Could be anyone. It's not them, is it? Oh God. Yeah. Why were you so sure it would be them? And what a shit hiding spot. They literally found it instantly. Oh, that guy himself is here. Why were you so sure that was your fucking brother? And what shit hiding spot? Make it any more obvious. Oh shit. Intense opening. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, there's some witches there. They look kind of witchy. Oh no, that's a woman. Not sure what that means. Honestly, opening really didn't give much away. Really good opening though. Really like that song was great. The visuals were fantastic, but yeah, not much given away there. Actually, I mean, I was kind of thinking she's transform into these animals, but I feel that might be a bit more of a like representation thing. I don't actually think there's any supernatural things going to be going on in this show. When it says witch, maybe it means more like alchemically and like scientifically. Kind of said it earlier with the whole like witchcraft, old school style of witchcraft thing. Maybe more like that, where their knowledge is considered like witchcraft. But what was he looking for specifically? Euclid's elements, which they asked. Ah, oh, that is what you are. That's Genghis Khan. Oh, that did he say that Genghis Khan is this guy's father? Oh, okay, so this guy's the son of Genghis Khan. I really don't know too much about him either. Obviously, very recognizable name, but yeah, I'm also not very knowledgeable about Genghis Khan either. Interesting. Again, I'm going to learn a lot in this show, aren't I? I'm going to learn a lot historically about the show, about the world in this show. Um, but yeah, fucking hell, that's some balls on her to speak up in this situation. Injuscane. Oh fuck! What the hell? Telling me that opening is bullshit? I'm sure she wouldn't like die. We see her in the opening multiple times. What the hell? She actually gave up her life for her as well. Holy crap! Slave. Jesus. Usume. Fucking hell. Holy crap. So I've just got to go back to this. Such a shit hiding spot. Like, so shit and obvious. I don't really get why they didn't just leave with the others. Because she wanted to, like, protect the books herself. Like, I can't believe we just decided this was the best place for them. Down in this very obvious cellar. Oh, fucking hell. Now this. She died for it. Wow. Again, I assume it's because she wanted to be close to the kind of books that she cares so much for, but could have been avoided. This could have been avoided. Yeah, I'm sure she wouldn't be like dying or anything anytime soon, considering the visuals we saw in the opening. But guess I was very wrong. Motherfuckers took everything. Well, doesn't seem like leaving would have been that different. Judging by this. You were also fucking laughs and smiles. I wouldn't say it serves him right because it definitely doesn't. That's way too harsh. But you guys were also fucking lackadaisical about this. Oh, there he is. Ah, not even a fucking killing shot. Straight in the back. Bitch. Didn't even aim to kill her. Just gonna leave her there to die slowly. Bastard. Well, that's the ruthless episode. Fucking hell. Kind of contrast last episode in regards to the darkness and like the tone of it versus what was happening. This one is very very much just like dark. Eat your slop. Eat your gruel. They're in his fault. Well, that's quite an interesting point she brings up there. It's a very interesting point she brings up there. That sounds weird, but I love their like chibi hands. The fat chibi hands. Oh shit. Fucking hell. Jesus. You know what? I don't feel like he's dead. I mean, the example he gave in the first episode, judging from that, he should have seen this coming, right? His knowledge. But oh, fucking hell, there she goes again. Um, I almost feel like he probably survived that. But yeah, bloody hell. Everything we came to know in the openings of the show is now gone. Everything. Oh, fuck it out. Ruthless. But she might just die from heartbreak, honestly. I know that might sound like not a real thing, but that genuinely is a real thing. Some people do die from heartbreak. I mean, she starved herself, but that is like a symptom of this heartbreak, essentially. Oh man, bloody hell. This fucking episode's ruthless. Mm. Yeah, that didn't sound very good either. Sounds like she went off to die as well. Uh, uh, Nothing to live for, I guess. So, is not unexpected. I mean, considering she was the one keeping our bloody yeah. It's that boy from earlier. So he seems somewhat decent compared to the other people of his kind. But yeah, bloody hell. That was just a dark experience. Just a whole episode of depression. Fucking hell. Very much contrast the style. Especially that first episode. Like, holy shit, brother. I'm not sure you could have a tonally different visual compared to the content than what we saw in this episode. Fucking hell. But yeah, really good. Yeah, again, incredibly depressing, but touching and yeah, powerful. Uh but yeah, remember that first episode they said right at the start that she would come to rule this whole land. How she would get there from this position, fuck knows. Fuck knows. I look forward to seeing it though. It's like a lot more after this episode. I look forward to seeing it. So what I was saying about the opening and seeing the slave owner woman in the opening, maybe that's actually her, and she's like replicating her look a little bit in the future. An inspired look. An undying flame. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Really good start to this show. Again, tonally two very different types of episodes, even though, as I was mentioned during that first episode, it was like a bit contrasting in regards to the nice, happy, kind of clean tone versus the slave trade like disparity. I thought was really intriguing. And then this episode is very much like the style, the contrasting style was the visual again, like the visual being as it was, and then just like the incredible darkness shown all the way throughout this whole episode with them getting pillaged and ransacked. I mean, at least they didn't get raped. That was the only good factor here, I guess. But yeah, just disastrous. We lost the book. We lost the slave owner mistress. We lost two of the slaves, like the older woman, like Jesus. They had nothing left to live for after this. I mean, they didn't have much to live for in the first place, being slaves. But at least they had some kind of happiness being the slaves of that woman. Seems somewhat decent. I imagine that was a very lucky owner compared to some of the other owners, I would assume. But yeah, not just this place. It seems like a bunch of places are kind of getting taken over by these nomads. So yeah, just really sad episode, of course, but another really good one. And the opening was fantastic as well. Really like the opening. Yeah, just another great episode. Let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments. I do assume there's a lot of historical stuff going on here. It very much seems that way. But as I said, I know very little to nothing about any of this. So this is very much kind of pretty much brand new for me. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. As I said, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Let me know any kind of details I missed or anything you kind of saw that I didn't quite catch in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like this one, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these weekly reactions. And I'll see you guys this time next week with episode 3.